I got excited for a minute. I'm like, yes. Good morning, good morning. Welcome back to Cesar's Reality World. I'm Cesar. I'm the only one here. So yeah, that makes me Cesar. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe and welcome. If you're not new, welcome back. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I really do need your subscriptions. Please comment below. Please like the video. I really do need them. So I'm begging you, please subscribe. Do me that solid, all right? As you all know, this is about Big Brother All Stars. I give you all the spoilers. I don't give you word for word or every little stupid little conversation that happened. I just give you the highlights of the night, just because you don't have time, I don't have time, we don't have time for that. So yes, welcome. If you're interested, please stay and subscribe. All right, let's just get this started. We start with Tyler and Dani. They both agree that Kaiser should go, but they start talking about the whole David situation, how David screwed Tyler over. They don't know what's going on. He's an idiot, blah, 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 blah. All good to go, but they do say that Kaiser needs to go. And, but then they also talk about how Bailey should be next, not necessarily Kaiser. But they do think that Nicole would want Kaiser gone because Dani thinks that Nicole thinks that Kaiser's coming after her. Because, they're getting out Janelle, which is not necessarily a false statement. Kaiser, in my mind, is coming after Nicole. I'm not really sure if he will, though, because I don't even think he's going to win HOH, so it doesn't really matter. Anyhow, then Tyler asked, they don't think Nicole will win HOH regardless after Janelle's gone. So, which I guess it's true too. I really don't think that Nicole will be going for HOH. So there's that. Then they also talk about who they would nominate and whatnot. Dani says that she'll nominate Kaiser and Epon and backdoor Bailey. Tyler pretty much goes along with that. But then he goes, yeah, but I don't think it's a good idea for you to win HOH and get your hands all dirty. So she goes, yeah, it's true. And they pretty much say, you know what, if it's Christmas, then they'll let her win it because she needs to get some blood in her head, in her hand. So yeah, that's pretty much what they talked about. Then Cody and Kevin meet up. They talk about votes and whatnot. At one point, which is pretty interesting, Cody does tell him, hey, I'd rather have Janelle stay than Kaiser. So they keep talking about that. But then we'll see what happens. That really is the only important part that happened in that little conversation. Cody did say he wants Janelle to stay. Then Dani and Devon start talking again. They talk about how David did what he did, and Devon thinks that David did it on purpose, and she doesn't really know why he did what he did. She thinks that he tried to screw her over, which isn't the case. I just don't think David knows exactly what he's doing. David's a little lost. He's like a lost puppy. Again, I don't know what he's doing there. He's not an all-stars. Yes, a lot of us were kind of excited to see what he was going to do because of what happened last time. We thought he was smart. But no, the dude is lost. So get him out of here. I don't care. But anyhow, they both decide that, you know what, they don't want to go to jury. If they're going to be out, they want to be out before jury. So that's pretty much the whole conversation there. So then we get Nicole and Christmas talking. She says if she wins HOH, she's not really sure what she would do. She said she wants Bailey out though. This is what Nicole tells Christmas. So, but then they say, hey, but don't tell everybody in the group that they're okay with Kaiser. They're fine with Kaiser. They don't think Kaiser will be a problem once Janelle's gone. They say they can get to him later on. This actually helps out Christmas because Christmas does not want Kaiser out. I feel like nobody really wants Kaiser out, but they're not like letting it all out. So, but yeah, in other words, Kaiser is not really the target next week for a lot of people. I think he will be the easy vote out if he's there, and then, people get vetoes and whatnot, blah, blah, blah. They'll vote him out. They don't have a problem with it. But as of right now, I don't think they want him gone. So there is that. They do want to get Bailey out. That's what Nicole says. Christmas doesn't say that, but they do want Bailey out. So that's what Nicole says. So then we have Tyler and Christmas. They meet up. You know how they're tight. So this is where the real conversation happens, right? Between them two. They say that Davon should be the first one out, but they don't think they want Kaiser out either. They want to do. I feel like Tyler was pushing towards, Davon and Bailey on the block, but they want Davon gone first. Again, they're not worried about Kaiser. If you think about it, Tyler is cool with Kaiser and Christmas is cool with Kaiser. They think they can use him, so, which is true. So yeah, again, that's another one that does not want Kaiser out. So then we see Dani and Christmas talking. Again, they talk about they're not really scared of Kaiser. They are a little concerned about Janelle coming back and then, a duo again. But they're not too worried about Kaiser. So, again, Kaiser's not a target for them either. I feel like Kaiser will go if, people that they want out or if their backdoor plan does not work out for them. But and everybody will be fine with that. But as of right now, again, now Dani doesn't really care if Kaiser goes. Okay, and then we have Cody and Enzo talking. They talk about Dani, how they don't really trust her, that she's kind of like Janelle, so they have to watch out for her. Enzo wants to get her gone in about 2 to 3 weeks. So Dani's in trouble here. I think everybody's been talking about Dani a lot. Dani is not as safe as she thinks she is. I keep saying it. They do say that Nicole will not be going after Davon just because of the fact that Davon voted for her to win on her season. So they don't think that Nicole will nominate or want Nicole or Davon gone anytime soon. They also decide that, it is stupid to get rid of Janelle. This is why they shouldn't get rid of Janelle because, would target Nicole. But Cody kind of pushes back. Enzo will do whatever Cody says. So basically that goes nowhere. They did talk about it though. Cody wants Janelle to stay. Enzo wants Janelle to stay. Tyler wants Janelle to stay. But they don't want to make the girls mad. So they won't flip the house. The house will not be flipped as of right now. So then we have Davon and Bailey. They talk about how they think they're in a good spot. Well, Davon feels like she's in a great spot. She has squashed everything with Tyler. They don't have any issues. Bailey says she agrees. They think that David is not in a good spot, but they believe they're in a great spot. What they don't know is everybody, from what they're saying, they could be the ones up next week. So she shouldn't really feel too confident. But there's that. That's all they really talk about. So let's move on. Then we have Tyler, Cody, and Enzo meet up. Tyler tells them that, hey, you know what? Janelle's got me thinking. He actually wants Janelle to stay. Enzo says the same thing. Cody says the same thing. Again, it's all because of the girls. They don't want to cause any issues with the girls and make them mad. So the flip will not happen. They also agree that because of Janelle's campaigning, because she's so good at getting into their heads, that is the reason why she has to go. So again, I got excited for a minute. I'm like, yes, but no, that did not happen. Will not happen. Janelle is gone. So, then we have Dani and Cody talk or whatever. They say that, you know what, they don't want Janelle to go out without any hinky votes because they want to blame it. Well, this is Dani talking really, because they want to blame it on Davon and Bailey. Cody says that he doesn't think it'll work, but he'll think about it. But Dani really does want that just because she really does not want Bailey and Davon to be safe. They actually, she wants them out. Everybody wants them out except for like a few people. So they're in trouble. But yeah, so Cody's gonna think about it, but they don't know yet. We don't know what's gonna happen. So that's that. Then Cody and Janelle do speak. He says he doesn't have a problem with her staying. The problem is that, people want her to go. And she asked him to please talk to Enzo and see what he says. Again, she's just campaigning. You gotta give her props. She keeps campaigning. The guys seem like they do want to flip the house, but the girls have way more power over the guys. So, not gonna happen. It's sad too because when Janelle and Dani do speak, they seem like they are friends. It's like sometimes I even believe it. I'm like, oh, well, maybe Dani does want her to stay or whatever. but then she'll turn around and nope, that knife is real, all right? Janelle's back is stabbed a lot, but it's okay. It's all right. I mean, this week is almost over. Yeah, it's okay. All right. Kaiser checks in with Cody. Cody tells him that he doesn't have a problem either way, just like he told Janelle, but he's just waiting to see what the house wants. And yeah, so pretty much it's just telling him the same thing he told Janelle. We all know what's gonna happen. So horrible. So then we have Janelle and Enzo again. She's complaining a lot more. She tells him, "Hey, this is what Cody told me," and Enzo says, "Yeah, I don't really have a problem. He'll talk to Cody. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. I don't even want to tell you all anymore because not happening. They already decided that's not gonna happen. So no. I mean, she's trying though, so we'll give her credit for that." Bailey and Enzo meet up. They talk about where they think the votes are, and basically Enzo says, in case you're staying, they don't really think he's gonna be much of a threat when Janelle's gone. So that is true. Then he also decides that if he wins HOH, he'll make Dani a have-not, because they actually all want to see her as a have-not because of the way she acts, and they don't trust her. So you know what? Dani could be going with a have-not. I mean, it's not that big of a deal. It's a have-not. So then we have Dani and Cody. They do meet up. They talk about the votes or whatever. They don't really say much. Or they say, Cody tells her that he doesn't want to influence the house on the vote. And Dani says that she doesn't want to be the deciding vote. So basically they're both scared. Really, Dani doesn't want her. Cody knows this. So they're just talking in circles. Not happening. So there's that. So then, Dani and Nicole do talk game a bit. That Dani does tell her that Christmas may put up Devon and Bailey, and if they get Bailey out, then they'll have Devon all to themselves. So yeah, I believe that here's what's gonna happen, in my opinion, okay? If Christmas wins HOH, she will put up Devon and Bailey, and then the guys will want Devon to go because they trust Bailey a lot more, but then the girls will want Bailey to go and then kick Devon. So I feel like there's going to be a lot of friction going on there. But guess what? The girls will win, and I'm pretty sure Bailey will be gone. So I don't know. I'm praying Bailey's not gone because for some reason this season, I am liking Bailey. So I hope Bailey's not up there because it could be bad for them. And you know what though? But I mean, here's the deal though. Christmas and Bailey are friends. So I'm not really sure why Christmas wants to put her on the block anyways. But who knows? We will see what happens. Who knows? So then we have Cody and Enzo talking. He pretty much tells him that, you know what? If I win HOH, I'm putting Kaiser and David up because he's mad at David because, what happened with the whole David calling or ratting him out to Devon. Basically, nobody trusts David anymore. So there's that. Again, they talk about how they can't be flipping the vote because, you know what? If they do flip the house, then their alliance is pretty much done. So not gonna happen. Christmas and Bailey, they talk, and Bailey pretty much asks her, "Hey, are we sure about voting Kaiser out or Janelle out?" Christmas says, "Yes, only because I connect better with Kaiser. I don't connect with Janelle." So, I mean, I feel like Bailey and Devon did try to flip the house a bit, just not too hard. I mean, you can't blame them. Right now, they're at the bottom, so they really can't be like making big waves. But they did try. They made subtle movements. Same with Tyler, which is why I'm with Tyler. I am Team Tyler now. Tyler, he did try. I mean, as Janelle says, as Nicole says, not hard enough. But that's because he can't. He can't put his game on the line. But he did try. He told her he would. He did try. He did bring it up to Dani, but then Dani shut that down real quick, with a purpose. So that's, yeah. And that's pretty much everything that happened. So like I said, Janelle tried. She's going home. She tried. Girls won. Basically, Dani and Nicole won. they won over the guys. So that's one. Kaiser's not really the target anymore. He will go. He will go if, things don't work out the right way. He will go. But he's not the target. Nobody's really scared of him. Davon and Dani, they should be careful. The guys want Davon gone. The girls want Bailey gone. It's going to be rough. It's going to be rough. And I feel like they're going to be throwing each other under the bus next week if they're up. Okay? And then what was the other point? That's it. It's goodbye, Janelle. Game over. All right. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope I gave you enough information. I hope you know what to expect tonight. Yeah, game over. Please, 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 please subscribe, like, comment. Let me know what's up. And yeah, I'll talk to you all later. Peace out, homies. Bye.